Look! Even Lionsgate movies uploaded in 4K with subtitles. I think we've reached it. The overwhelming majority of trailers I've watched today, 4K subtitles. We've done it. We've done it. They've paid attention. They've listened. This is the standard. And now, if Disney releases a trailer in 1080p, now it's actually way worse. Well, now if Lionsgate and DC and what was the first one? Like Warner Brothers? No. What was it? What was the first trailer we watched? The Barbie one. Who did that? Lionsgate, DC, and a third company. Oh, I guess Warner Brothers is DC. But still, on like 2 different channels. That's pretty cool. Now Disney's going to be the odd one out.
You guys must be new to town, right?
New to town, but not new to the country. We just moved from California.
Oh, we just wondered.
I recognize that guy. Was he in... What was he in? He seems like he was like in an indie movie or something. The Office? Who is that? Who was he in The Office? Who the fuck was he?
If
Roy? What season was Roy? Pam's fiance. Oh, okay, so old shit.
you wouldn't
Like season 3 or something? I don't remember.
mind if
Okay, season 1. Wow.
your daughter played with our daughter.
Audrey, say hi.
You wanna play slide?
Is this about to get political?
Slides off limits to Ching Chong.
Oh! That was good timing. Oh no. They did this already in Donnie Darko.
Fuck you.
Shut up is what they said.
Shut up.
All right. I was quoting Donnie Darko, by the way. Sorry.
Do you want to be best friends?
Look at me, look at me, look at me now. Guess who's
Sorry. Okay, hold on. I just want to see the contact here.
Fuck you.
It's actually not the worst cheat. It's actually not the worst physical cheat. Getting kids to like pretend to be hit in the face, not the worst in terms of direction. Actually, that was a pretty good physical moment.
Fuck you.
Olivia, okay. I should stress that Olivia's comment is also quoting the movie Donnie Darko, and we're not kidding. That is a quote from Donnie Darko. You should, Olivia. I know you're high on lots of edibles, but think about how that comment could be interpreted if someone doesn't know that you're quoting the film Donnie Darko. Think about how that could be interpreted, okay? Thank you. That's not... You want to be careful about that, please.
You. Do you want to be best?
I mean, now you have to play the clip from Donnie Darko in the video so that people don't think that I'm just making something up to try and like make it seem like... So now you have to play the clips from Donnie Darko. Thank you.
Go back to China, bitch.
Friends?
look at me, look at me, look at me now. Guess who's going back to the motherland?
It's a big deal going to your birth
We
country.
used to talk about it all the time when we were little, remember? Grand adventure.
That's kind of a funny concept. Especially, the adoptive parents just being like, "Oh yeah, going back to China."
To find your birth mother.
So proud of you.
White people. You're killing yourselves. You ever watched Wonder Shows? And that show still holds up. It's pretty funny. I stan PFFR. Everything they've made is fucking awesome.
Y'all calling me crazy.
Okay. Co-writer. Okay, so I'm going to actually have to look this up because I thought Crazy Rich Asians was shit, but this, like, if I'm just a judge...
Stu Ghost wrote for this movie, Adam.
If I'm just to judge this trailer on its own, It doesn't seem too bad. I kind of enjoy the tone. Raya and the Last Dragon writer. Although, I mean, the writing wasn't necessarily the worst part about Raya and the Last Dragon. And also, let's see, there's 8 writing credits. So who knows what the fuck they were doing. And then again, co-writer for Crazy Rich Asians. Let's see how many writing credits there are here. Olivia, I don't know if you could just put this on the screen or yeah, 2 writing credits for Crazy Rich Asians other than the novel it was based on. So 2 writing credits for the screenplay and then 1 writing credit for the novel, I guess 3 total. All right, and so yeah, those are the most notable things that they've worked on. And now Joyride is something where also has a bunch of writing credits. So that's kind of interesting that there's 3, okay, 1, 2, there's 3 writing credits.
The children have toys saved themselves THC's days because the parents have no clue.
There's 3 writing credits. And this writing credit, Adele Lim, despite this getting the billing because they're associated with Crazy Rich Asians, despite this appearing in the trailer, they didn't actually write the screenplay. It just says story by, which is a shared credit, the story by, with the other 2 writers that actually wrote the screenplay. So that's kind of interesting. It seems like this writer has the least involvement in the story, but they're putting them, oh, it's also directed by. Okay, they directed. Okay, well then, yeah, that makes sense to put them in there. Trailer. Okay, yeah, they're the director. What else have they directed then? All right. It's always important to do this because you can set reasonable expectations for yourself when you know who is involved and in what way. So this is their directorial debut. This is literally their first movie. So that's kind of interesting. And we'll see what the rest of this trailer is like. But it doesn't seem too bad for what it is. So let's kind of, yeah, let's give this a shot. Let's check it out. Fuck, I'm wearing a Wonder Chosen shirt. Oh! All right. Let's go. I bought like 8 Wonder Chosen shirts because there was a sale and I was like, well, I guess this is where my life is going.
Be my translator in Beijing.
Audrey, I got you. 你吃个鸡吧，吃个大鸡小鸡随便你。
Cat lives there now.
You don't need to do double subtitles, by the way. Whoever did the subtitles for this video, you don't need to do double subtitles. If there's hard-coded subtitles on the screen, don't do one underneath. It makes it more confusing and distracting. Don't do that.
Audrey, I got you. 你吃个鸡吧，吃个大鸡小鸡随便你。
Cat lives there now.
Your famous college roommate.
You ready to lose to a celebrity?
Deadeye is coming, by the way.
Deadeye your cousin?
So it's kind of interesting. So this director, it seems like their most notable properties are all like particularly Asian-focused films, which is kind of cool that they're just like sticking to that.
Oh, hey.
Deadeye!
Where did that come from?
That was my video is buffering. I don't know why.
You know, I think I get it.
Ew, 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 Pumbaa, ew.
Called the adoption agency, and she lives in Haiching.
Okay, will you guys come with me?
Fuck yes, bitch!
I love a grand adventure.
This is good. This is a really kind of. It feels familiar but fresh at the same time. Fresh off the boat. Shouldn't have said that. Sorry. I just sometimes I set myself up for things, and I'm like, "What's a funny one-liner?" You know, and then I have to say it. I feel like a compulsion. It's almost like Tourette's.
Wonder shows and said we have to celebrate our differences.
But it does feel fresh. It does feel fresh at the same time.
Oh, hi. So nice to see an American. What do you do for work?
It's the cops are doing a back check.
I really these shots are cut so frequently, and I know it's the trailer, but I hope that shots hang longer in the film. Is all I'm saying. I know it's the trailer. The trailer is edited this way, not necessarily the film. This is a summary of the shots in the film, right? But fuck, it just made me remember that there are so many films that are cut like that, and it's just so irritating.
Nice to see
Like Elvis.
an American. What do you do for work?
It's the cops are doing a bag check.
It's the CCP. Sorry, the CP police. Oh my god.
You're drug dealers now, bitches! What the fuck? Is that a condom? We can't get caught with drugs in China. We'll get jailed for life.
This is kind of funny, but we'll see how it goes. It looks like more realistic, like cocaine, than a lot of other movies have tried to make it look. What the fuck is going on, though? What are you doing? Oh my god.
I should never come to China.
That scene looked a little much and a little improperly handled. I'm always kind of like, you know how like 60% of America is gun experts, and if you show guns wrong in a film, like 60% of America will be like, that's not how guns work. And I'm not insulting, by the way. I'm just, kind of joking about the percentage, but that's like me with drugs. So when I see drugs in movies, I'm always like, I've been around enough drugs to know what drugs are like. The look, the effects, a lot of the associations with those drugs, how they work and blah, 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 blah. So whenever there's a drug scene in a movie, I'm always kind of preparing myself. In the same way that if you're a gun expert, like a lot of America is, you might be like, that's not how many shots are in the clip. I might be like, I might be saying some stuff about the drug scenes is all I'm saying.
China. People are always thinking that I have this perfect life. I don't belong anywhere.
If you do not know where you come from, how do you know who you are?
Okay, man, I was enjoying the first half of this trailer a lot more than the second half. It is kind of just devolving into this weird, overly familiar sort of thing, right? Like conceptually, again, familiar but fresh. I want more of the fresh. I don't know if it will offer that beyond the concept. Yeah. It's kind of feeling a bit generic, but trailers, I think, are meant to seem generic because a lot of people just like seeing a familiar looking movie. Honestly, a lot of people like seeing something where it's like, oh, I've seen that before. I want to see that movie again. Right? That's unfortunately a lot of the movie going audience. But so what I'm saying is you never know. This trailer could be edited in a certain way where it's not as generic as it's being made out to be in the second half.
We could still find her. Our passports.
It has some potential. I'm just like, really depends. And this is a first-time director, so it's like you never really know.
Are in my suitcase that got stolen.
You know who can bypass airport security? K-pop stars.
Scene of Once
Everyone
Upon a
remember their
Time in Hollywood with the acid-laced cig. Doesn't work that way, Quentin.
Yeah, when you don't smoke acid. It was like laced on the end of the cigarette too. It wasn't like laced on the part that connected with his mouth. And also acid takes like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, an hour and a half to like 3 hours to like really
I'm not
peak.
the target audience, but there is a whole group of people who haven't had comedies tailored to them, so it's nice at least people are writing movies that can appeal to different people now than just white people.
Here's a good opportunity, actually. Some people were asking me about my previous statements on Crazy Rich Asians, a movie that I was dragged to and wound up not enjoying. And I think something I said in my review, I don't remember the exact phrasing, but I said I was very clearly frustrated at the general perception of that movie being like, yes, we finally did it. Now it's okay to have Asian people in movies. And I was like, you know, if you've seen my channel, I've been preaching Asian cinema, like South Korean specifically movies, for so long, being like, please watch Old Boy. Please watch some fucking Chan Wook Park and Bong Joon-ho, like before Parasite became like a big, finally, it's getting recognized. But like, I've been doing this shit for like a decade, just trying to get people to watch movies outside of their fucking country. And so when it finally hits and it's like, yes, a movie can be successful with an Asian cast, and it's just like, it's like an American Asian movie, then I was kind of disappointed, because I was just like, there's a bit of it that feels like it's still not really taking the plunge, like you're still trying to be safe and familiar with it. And I'm not trying to delegitimize people's experiences with the movie. But when a movie, when the first of its kind, where it's considered the breakout, and it's considered like, we finally made that leap forward, and it's being, treated like this progressive thing, it was frustrating to watch, just as a person that's been trying to get Asian cinema out for so long. And at the time, I didn't think of it in terms of, oh, there's more opportunities for Asian American actors. That's something that I've that has changed my perspective on it. Is like, okay, yeah, I get that now. Now there's more American movies being made where Asian American actors can get more roles. That's a good thing. To me, when the film came out, the perspective was, what I thought the perspective was anyway, was, you can have a movie with Asian people in it that Americans will watch. I'm like, I've been trying this whole time, and there's comparing Crazy Rich Asians to like any of the Korean cinema that I've been recommending over the past decade. It's like, it's shit. It's a shit movie. It's a shit movie, and I felt the same way when, Black Panther came out, and people were like, yes, a movie with black people in it, directed by, was it directed by a black person? I think so. But I misinterpreted what the I guess progressive step forward was being considered, because to me it was like, I was just saying like, fucking Steve McQueen is my second favorite director, not African American, he's British, but that would have been a funny slip. He's been making fantastic films this entire time. I'm just like, well, fuck, there's great black directors. There's great movies with black people in it. Moonlight came out before Black Panther. And so I was like, okay, I've been trying to get these things out. And then all of a sudden, society, going Joker mode here, society is all like, yes, we finally done it. And it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie, and it's normie shit. However, I've since understood, and especially the fact that it's like a Disney superhero movie. I'm like, it seems so cynical. It doesn't seem genuine like fucking Moonlight. It didn't seem like a real person trying to communicate an experience. It seemed like a corporate factory product. And so when that's the one that breaks through, when I've been like trying to push what I thought were films that were satisfying the same, I guess, goals in some way, when I've been trying to push for that shit for so long, yeah, it was frustrating. And so I made these statements that got kind of like, I guess, I'm not sure if misinterpreted is the right word, because I was kind of misinterpreting what was happening. But what people wound up saying to me after was, oh, it's not just about having black people in movies and having, black directors being recognized. It's about having like a cultural, having black people represented in a way that's not like a movie about poverty and struggle. I was like, actually Moonlight is a great movie, but it is also kind of like in the ghetto, And I was thinking about that for a bit. I was like, okay, no, I get it. And I kind of revised my perspective on that. And I can see what it would mean to people culturally and like, children growing up to have like, a superhero in that way. I get it. I get it now. I misinterpreted. You know, I'm the person coming from the perspective of like, I've been recommending movies by people other than white, you know, stereotypical American directors and casts for like fucking a decade. And then, you know, when it seems like everybody's getting in on it, I'm like, this is a bullshit movie. It's bullshit, normie, awful nonsense, and the real artists aren't getting recognition. So yeah, that was my perspective, and that's how I've updated my perspective. This is my, you know, fucking journey of perspective and, you know, figuring things out. Everybody's, you know, everybody that exists on the planet is just someone fucking winging it, you know. So anyway, that was me responding to people asking about my previous statements on Crazy Rich Asians, where it seemed like they thought that my overall final perspective on it was just like, why would you want Asian Americans to be in movies when you can just have Asians instead? But yeah, so anyway, misinterpreted what the whole issue was, but that's my updated perspective. Thank you.
James.
Sassy.
Cutie.
Where's the
Lisa.
fucking audio? God dang it.
2.
I don't believe these girls are singers.
Girls, show them.
And now like the Hollywood landscape is like radically changed. Parasite is like a huge cultural moment, right? And now like Everything Everywhere All at Once, like Asian American actors. Like Stephanie Sue was in Everything Everywhere, right? So I don't know if I pronounced the name right.
What are we supposed to show?
You're a fan of Cardi B, right?
Yeah, but is she here?
There's some whores in this house.
There's some whores in this.
There's a horse in this house.
Hey, honey, you good? Did you get the Coke bags out?
Yeah, but only 7, and I think I put in 8.
Just push, pull. I mean, twist it.
It's not a puppet, it's my asshole!
It's you know, it could work, and you know, it could be successful. Shoe. Is it pronounced shoe? On head. Yeah, it could be successful. You never know. I just don't know if I'm gonna rush to see it. I might just see what the fucking Metascore is, you know.
Hey everyone, here are the $5 patrons of April 2023. Dawn, Easy Game 69, Sam McKenney, Nico Fuentes, Joel999, Wrigglemoss, Speak of the Joker, Gully Duffy, Sammy Newton, Orange Juice Slurper has divorced Rock and is now married to Shotaro Kaneda from groundbreaking 1988 animated film Akira, Hedge Mama, Yup, Caden Mack, Charisma, The Super One Player, Zachary Kane, Gillyflower, Mandel Bro, Bo the Doggo, Purple Fire, Gabriel Herrera, Hoofy Doe, and Lemonade Warrior is participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the encroacher. Stay safe out there.